Hello, friends. Welcome to this edition of the Mind Quiz. This is a program where we ask you a question and give you 60 seconds to respond. What you will achieve by doing this? Actually, your critical thinking abilities will improve. So, without further ado, let us start today's daily trivia quiz. And here comes the first question. In the year 1787, which was the first state to ratify the US Constitution? And the time starts now. In the year 1787, the United States of America was a new country and they were forming their constitution. The very first state to accept the United States Constitution, which was that? I did not say any answer, so let me give you the answer. And that is the state of Delaware. The state of Delaware was the first to accept the American Constitution. Let's quickly move to the next one. In the year 1804, who first recorded his discovery of the decrease in intensity of Earth's magnetic field from poles to the equator in a memoir to Paris Institution? And the time starts now. Well, it's a common knowledge that the Earth magnetic force, which is created by this central core, is actually reducing every day. And this usually happens when the Earth magnetic field has to undergo the flip side of it, basically flipping of the magnetic field. So this undergoes, this is what happens, and this has been going on. But we have the knowledge about this since 1804. So therefore, what is the answer? I don't see any answer. Let me give you the answer. It is the Alexander von Humboldt. Alexander von Humboldt is a person who actually identified this phenomena and informed to the world that the Earth magnetic field is reducing in intensity. Eventually it will become zero and then it will flip over. That means the North Pole will become South Pole, South Pole will become North Pole. This is a common occurrence. This is a usual phenomena which happens every few 100,000 years on Earth. We don't know why it happens. The research is going on. We still don't know why it happens. Okay, let's quickly move to the next question. In the year 1900, who discovers the law of black body radiation? And the time starts now. Well, black body radiation is a phenomena which exists only in theory. However, this theory evolved because humans identified that there are dark stars which are also known as black hole, and do they emit any radiation? So, in order to understand, whether they are only bodies which absorbs things or do they emit anything, so therefore the concept of black body originated. Black body is a theoretical phenomena where everything is absorbed, and this phenomena was proven by this scientist. And Chandrasen Verma says Max Planck. Let's find out if your answer is correct, Chandra. Absolutely. Max Planck is the originator of the black body radiation theory and also subsequent scientific experiment. Now we know that the black body is not complete black. That means it also emits radiation. That means the Stephen Hawking proved that even black hole emit radiation, which is now known as Hawking radiation. So absolutely right, Chandrasen. Let's move on. In the year 1909, who invents plastics? And time starts now. Well, the story is that billiard is a very popular game, especially for the elite class, and to fulfill the the balls, which are complete perfect spheres, the billiard balls, and they're supposed to have certain weight and certain density. And for making these balls, a lot of elephants were being slaughtered because the ivory was used to manufacture these balls, and there was a lot of hue and cry that so much of big game is being slaughtered just for a game. And therefore a challenge was floated in the field where alternative material was required to build these balls, which is originally was made from the tusk of the slaughtered elephant, which is ivory. However, that led to the invention of plastic. And who did it? I see an answer. Actually, two viewers have given the answer, and that is Chandrasen says Leo Backland, and so is Edified Learning. Let's see if your answers are correct. Absolutely right. The plastic was invented by the Leo Backland, and this invention actually triggered the plastic industry as we know it today. Even though the plastic did not replace the ivory for the billiard balls, however, it revolutionized our world, and now we have so many different kinds of plastics. So, Edified Learning, your answer is correct. And Chandrasen, your answer is also correct. In the year 1949, which Chinese nationalist leader flees to Taiwan? Time starts now. The year was 1949, and you know that the China got independence from the British in 1948. So after acquiring the independence from the colonial power, one of the nationalist leader flee to Taiwan. Who was that person? And I see an answer from two viewers. Edify Learning says Chiang, of course Chiang, and Chandrasen says Chiang Kai-shek. Let's see if your answers are right. Absolutely right. The Chiang Kai-shek basically is the nationalist leader and also contemporary of Mao Zedong, who flee to Taiwan, and then he created Taiwan as a separate communist country, also referred as the China. Whereas the mainland China and Taiwan China, there are two distinct nature. However, they are part of the one communist party. One was led by Mao Zedong and other was Chiang Kai-shek. That's a history. So Chandrasen, your answer is absolutely right. And also Edify Learning. Let's move to the next question. In the year 1972, what was the name of the final manned lunar landing mission by NASA? Well, we know that the Apollo mission took the man to the moon. There are several Apollos. The question is, which was the last one? And I see Chandrasen saying Apollo 17. Let's find out if your answer is right, Chandrasen. Absolutely right, Chandrasen. In fact, the crew of Apollo 17 took a very popular photograph of the Earth, which is now known as Blue Marble, a legendary photograph, very popular, and it is known as the Blue Marble. So, Chandrasen, your answer is absolutely correct. In the year 1995, which US space probe began orbiting Jupiter? So in 1995, a probe was sent to study the Jupiter system, because it's a large system with rings and satellites, which was the mission which started orbiting the Jupiter. And Chandrasen says Galileo, but I, for some reason, do not see your answer. Let me display your name. Of course, now I see Galileo. Let's see if your answer is right. Absolutely right. Galileo is the right answer, Chandrasen. In the year 2018, which comedian had to step down as 2019 Oscar host after his history of homophobic statement is revealed? So I don't see any answer to this question. So let me give you the answer. That is Kevin Hart, the very popular comedian, also short-heighted but very funny. He had to step down because of his views on homophobic, which is not allowed, not good for the institution. Therefore, he had to resign. All right, friends. So we have come to the end of our quiz today, the Mind Gym. Please join me back at the same time and we will continue our journey in improving our critical thinking abilities. Have a nice day. Bye for now.